Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of the Talk Shop, and of course, I remain your host, Mini Fred, and I'm here with.
Careful.
What we're talking about today is something that is very, very important. It's something that concerns everybody. You know, before now, I used to be so disinterested in politics. You know, like I just feel like it's just for all these old men that just want to rip off Nigeria, and then it has nothing to do with me. But like in recent years, I found out that you cannot afford to be disinterested, like, because whether you like it or not is affecting you. You know, the food prices, the cost of transportation, even the shit we're doing, we're using generator. We're running fuel, we don't have lights. Is that bad? So we're going to be giving you 5 reasons each why you need to get your PVC ASAP. Actually, ABB and I got our PVCs last week, so high five. It took us the whole day, but we were patient. We persevered.
You lie, she used my connection. It was very easy for her. But let's move on.
But did the whole day not go?
She used my connection.
Which Momo connection? I was there because
Wow.
I came in the morning and I was on queue.
No, I'll wait for you next time. Then I'll show you the Momo on top of connection.
Anyways, he helped me.
Good.
He made the process easier for me. But I still had to spend my whole day out of the office to be able to get it. But like, I really appreciate it.
She just wanted to spend time with me. I mean, it's funny how you guys do this. But let's move on.
We are moving on. So give us your 5 reasons why people need to get PVC ASAP.
Wow, this thing sounds like academical stuff now. So,
Good.
it's not really... I don't even think... First off, I honestly don't think people should give you a reason why you should go get your PVC.
Yeah.
It's like someone sitting down one place. You're madly suffering from malnutrition, and you're saying, "Give me a reason why I should eat balanced diet. Give me a reason why I should eat food." These are stupid, and as senseless, and as irrational. And I don't even know another word to use and
actually,
quantify
now that
it.
you said it, just like you're hungry, saying, "Why should I eat?"
Right, because I heard some people that called themselves Biafrans,
Quotes
right?
unquote.
Quote unquote, said people shouldn't go out to get their PVC because they are not Nigerians. Now, here is the funny thing, right? I actually support Biafra. It's going to sound stupid. And there's this thing where a lot of people think educated people shouldn't support Biafra. That Biafra is for illiterates.
Yeah.
No, IPOB is for illiterates. The ideology of Biafra is it's an amazing ideology, right? It's just that it's been bastardized, and sorry, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
For now, at least. Right? So, you know, having the basis of this, I just want to say that whether you're a Biafran, right, or you're a Nigerian, or whatever it is that you call yourself, I honestly think the stage where we are right now is the stage where we need to, you know, take some things like cronyism out. By cronyism, I mean someone not being qualified, in lack of better words to define this, right? Someone not being qualified for something, but because, I don't know, they have the power or the connection to do it, they get put into it, right? You realize that Africa or Nigeria, specifically Nigeria, is one place where you don't vote people in. People put themselves in power, and that's the reason why we don't have the right to say anything.
Yeah.
Right? Because in America, someone that was in UK, I've forgotten what that person was, right? Sexually harassed a girl, and he was told to, you know, get out of the seat, and he actually he left.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, you're telling the local government chairman to get out of his seat. Who do you want to tell me? The person that will sit on that seat when he leaves
and be alive,
right? So you realize that I'm taking time to talk about these things because it's what it is, right? Just like I said, it's like you're malnutrited and you're telling someone, give me a reason why I should want to, you know. And let me tell you, right, this is one of the sweet things about NSAS, right? Because a lot of people say that NSAS did not do what it was supposed to do. Yes. No, actually, it did. So when you judge it from the perspective of what people wanted it to do, But first off, we have to acknowledge the fact that NSAS was never. We didn't sit down to plan it. NSAS started when we didn't even. In fact, NSAS
It
had
was
already.
just an outrage.
Exactly. NSAS had already started, and we didn't even know that he had started.
Yeah.
So we were already NSASing, but we were still waiting for us to start. Like, people already out there doing things, but in our head, we wanted, for us to have parliament where we are talking, no, today we are going to execute this plan. Next tomorrow, no. Right? So when you judge it from the angle of what it was supposed to, they didn't do it, but it did something very, very tangible. It's agnism, right? Social agnism. And by social agnism it's like saying there's a particular amount of tension that the society needs to change.
Yeah.
Right? Now, there's this particular trend of things that I'm seeing right now, and it revolves around the young people. Before NSAS, the young people did not have anything. We did not have the opportunity to say anything. But we realized that there is a mechanism around this, and the science behind it is that the older people control literally everything. They control the communication, economy, politics, pretty much everything. But there is one angle that they don't control, and it's social media, right? And during NSAS, we learned that social media is just not social media, is a tool that we can actually use to achieve things. And when you check the trajectory of things, how things go now is that people go on social media, they repost, post, tweet, tag, blah blah blah, and it brings about this awareness. And this awareness does, before we always say, now for only social media it happen. No, this awareness has found a way to metamorphose from outside social media to real life.
Real life events.
You realize that, and that is why, just the way social media controls how you dress. You realize that just sometimes you start seeing things like biker short. You realize that pretty much every year you see around is wearing biker short. It's the same way that when you see things around social media, you go to Instagram, people are talking about P2B. You go to Twitter, you go to Facebook, you realize that it starts shit, and people are talking about PVC, WhatsApp. There was a day everybody started posting Jesus. People are, right?
Yeah.
The little things like this, he has a way of, getting into the real world and changing things. So we've done social media, we've done all the awareness. I saw one guy at Otiba with flag that had PVC on top of it and some other things.
Yeah.
You go to church. This is the first time. The fact is that the Southerners, we just woke up from sleep. Meanwhile, the Northerners, they've been awake all year, all century. Quite a pity, but when person wake up, that's his morning, right? So kukuruku to the Southerners, right? Wow, we are quite awake. We should hold hands and sing Kumbaya, right? But the fact is that if you're listening to this thing right now, you need to go out and get your PVC. I'm going to say this and it might sound somehow. P2B might not win. And I'm not saying this to discourage anybody. I'm actually saying it to encourage people and to help you manage your expectations, right? P2B might not win. But also if you check, because I think there's a science behind everything. And I believe in trends, right? If you check, who is the president of America again? Biden. Biden started contesting since 1980, whatever, when he was still just like a normal politician. He failed woefully, failed, just they fail like madman. Atiku has been contesting. Buhari has been contesting. When you check all these people, you realize that politics, you just don't wake up one day and you're like, oh, today is a good day to be president. It doesn't happen like that. Right? So if P2B does not win now, the possibility of him winning next time is better as against us not even pushing for him at all.
So like the thing is here, everybody can vote for the candidate they want to vote for. The thing that I think we're trying to communicate is you can't avoid complacency.
Yep.
You can't afford to be like a Desica and decide that this PVC thing is too stressful. Imagine the kind of mess we are in with our education, with the oil sector, with the petrol you buy, with the gas you use, with the power sector. We're actually shooting this episode with generator. There's no light. Imagine the mess we are in terms of job creation, in terms of people that are unemployed. When you become an entrepreneur, the taxes you pay it's killing. You know, with the security, there's serious insecurity. There is no sector in the country that's working. So this is a time we cannot afford to say this PVC thing don't concern me. I think this thing Williams Chamber said was the best thing. I think it's better to stand for 8 hours to get your PVC and have a possible chance to change Nigeria for the better than for the next 8 years to be worse than it is, because I cannot see
We've
Nigeria
already
being
hit rock bottom.
worse than it is right now. So like on that day, everybody's going to vote. Like we will try. It's not like we're not going to try. If America can have the first black president with the whole racism and everything that's going on, I think there's hope for Nigeria. And that hope starts with you and me. So if you're watching this, I don't have your PVC, we really and genuinely hope that this motivates you to leave your house today and go and get your PVC. No matter where you are in the Southeast, if you don't know where to get your PVC, leave it in the comments. We're going to tell you locations around you that are very, very close to you. The easiest ones is the local government close to you. Just go to any local government that's close to you. There's an INEC office in that local government. Register and get your PVC. We can't afford not to have our PVC at this time. And so that's literally what we came to talk to you about today on today's episode of the Talk Shop. Go and get your PVC. Goodbye.